Most people in the UK are sitting on one of the most powerful investment tools in the world, and they're barely using it. I'm talking about the Stocks and Shares ISA. Now this is part 8 of my Simple Investing series, where I'm breaking down everything I've learned from 25 years of investing. I'm not a finance guru, to be honest. I'm a 43-year-old electrician who wants to help other investors. So in this video, I'm going to show you why the ISA is so powerful, 5 index funds to think about, and then I'll talk about why I'm investing high risk inside my ISA in 2026. The Stocks and Shares ISA. First things first, the reason the ISA is so powerful is simple. It's tax free. Inside a Stocks and Shares ISA, no capital gains tax, no dividends tax, no tax when you withdraw. Everything grows completely tax free. And given the tax system in the UK, I think we should be taking advantage of tax-free wrappers like an ISA. This might not sound exciting at first, but over 20 or 30 years, this becomes a massive advantage because the government normally take a slice of your profits. But inside an ISA, they get nothing. And every year you get a 20,000 allowance, which means you can invest up to 20k each year into that tax-free wrapper. But here's the mistake people make. They treat the ISA like a savings account. According to Forbes, there is currently over £1.9 trillion in savings accounts and current accounts in the UK. This is bad for the individual and bad for the country, in my opinion. And if you want to know more on this important issue, look into Andrew Craig and his excellent content. The simple ISA strategy. So let me explain the approach that I think works best. And it's very simple. Step 1, invest regularly. Even if it's only like £200 or £300 a month, consistency beats time in the market. Step 2, keep it simple. Most investors don't beat the market, so instead of trying to pick winning stocks, many people just buy index funds. These track the global stock market and give you exposure to thousands of companies, all in one fund. Step 3, think in decades. Markets go up, they go down all the time, but historically, over long periods, they've trended upward. And to be honest, if you're not willing to think long term, you may as well watch some of the crypto bros over on TikTok, promising quick, easy money. 5 popular index funds UK investors use. Now, obviously, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. But if you look at what many UK investors use in their ISA, a few funds appear again and again. The Vanguard FTSE Global All Cap. This is one of the most popular funds in the UK. It basically invests in thousands of companies worldwide. So instead of betting on one country or one sector or one company, you're investing in the entire global economy. The Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This tracks the 500 largest companies in America. So companies like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, etc., etc. The US market has historically driven a lot of global returns. Now, I'm barely skimming the surface, but if you want more info on these funds, just ask away in the comments. The iShares MSCI World ETF, another popular global fund. This gives exposure to developed markets across the world. So again, it's broad diversification. The Vanguard Life Strategy funds, these combine stocks and bonds most of the time, like the Life Strategy 80, which is 80% stocks, 20% bonds. Other than the Life Strategy 100, which I've invested into since 2019, every month for my daughters. The NASDAQ 100 ETFs, this is for anyone who likes to focus heavily on technology companies. So as companies like Nvidia, Tesla, Apple, Coinbase, Bitmain, etc., which means higher growth potential, but also more volatility. Personally, I'm high risk, and after many years of investing, I'm finally okay with volatility, just about anywhere, which we're going to move on to in a minute. My personal ISA strategy. Now, this is where my strategy might be a bit different from most finance channels, because I do believe in diversification, but I also believe that certain technologies are going to dominate the next decade. 2 of them in particular, artificial intelligence and crypto. So while a big part of my ISA is in global index funds and diversified investments in general, I'm also allocating some money into higher risk growth stocks, the higher risk side of my portfolio. Some of the companies I'm looking at include Tesla, Coinbase, Robinhood and Bitmain. I'm going to tell you a little bit of why, but if you want me to go further into each stock, like Bitmain for example, let me know in the comments. I'm going for Tesla because I believe they're not just a car company anymore, they're an AI and robotics company. Along with everything else, just think about the share price when robo-taxis get rolled out over the next few years. Coinbase, one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. If crypto adoption continues to grow, companies like Coinbase could benefit massively. Robinhood, which is becoming a major platform for younger investors. I got into Robinhood inside my SIP in late 2023 at about $10. It went up to about $150 and now it's back down to about $70. But I'm still very bullish. BitMine, this is a crypto treasury company. If you're bullish on Ethereum like I am, you can get exposure to ETH by investing into BitMine. Again, tax-free inside your stocks and shares ISA. But there's much more to it, like the fact that they've partnered up with Mr. Beast, who's easily the biggest content creator in the world. I'm also looking at ETFs that track the crypto sector because even though you can't hold crypto directly in an ISA, you can still get exposure through certain companies and funds. Why I'm taking more risk in 2026. The reason I'm leaning a bit more aggressive right now is because I believe we're entering a period where artificial intelligence is accelerating rapidly, crypto is becoming more mainstream, and technology is reshaping the global economy. And to be completely honest, I've got gambling in my blood. Now, could I be wrong? Of course. That's why diversification still matters. But I'm willing to allocate part of my ISA towards these themes because I think the next 5 to 10 years could be huge. I'm 99.9% confident. That's why I'm scared to tell my wife how much I've put into crypto over the last few years. Good job she doesn't really watch my little channel. Investing is for everyone. One thing I always want to be honest about on this channel is where I come from. Like I said earlier, I'm an electrician. I'm working class. I didn't grow up learning about investing or money. And for a long time, I made a lot of financial mistakes. But once I started learning about pensions, ISAs, index investing, compound interest, everything changed. And the reality is, you don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. You just need financial education and consistency. Even if you're from a council estate like me, you can invest. Anyone can invest. With financial education at school, more people would invest, but that's another story. The stocks and shares ISA is honestly one of the best financial tools we have in the UK, but it only works if you actually use it. If you invest consistently, keep costs low, think long term and focus on the big picture, because investing isn't about getting rich overnight, it's about building freedom slowly over time. Yes, I'm going for high risk in 2026, but I haven't been investing for a long time. If you're just starting out, maybe go with a global index fund. That's what I would tell myself if I could go back to when I was 18 or even in my early 20s. Anyway, the next video in this playlist is property investing, something I've been doing for the last 24 years. Watch the playlist, learn about investing, invest long term, retire early. That's what I want for me. That's what I want for you. You might have noticed I'm in a different location because I forgot to put my financial disclaimer in. So here it goes. Here's my financial disclaimer. This video, as always, doesn't contain any financial advice. I'm literally just trying to help you with my 24 years experience as an investor.